That's the story right now. They've had way too many miscues.
And the focus, guys, has to be about staying within your offense. A little too much freelance going on in terms of the plays, and that's what gets you in trouble.
Here's Livingston. And here is Miritich. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. And they call the 8-second violation. Too much time getting it up court. And it's Golden State's ball. They've scored 10 straight. Now here is Barbosa. Iguodala, the pass to Ezeli. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. Bulls trail by 9. Miritich inside. He's covered by Iguodala. And he was camped in the lane there, and he gets the 3-second call. Golden State's gone a meager 1 of 6 from three-point land since we got started tonight. Livingston, no luck.
Boy, he's got a nice-looking stroke. That almost went in.
Yeah, and a lot of times he'll still knock those down no matter how good the D is.
Bulls shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. And the first one drops. Good on both. 24 seconds left to play here in the first. Shoots the 3. The shot is off. Nice D from Brooks.
They've been sensational on the backboard to start this game.
Yeah, sensational is a really good word for it, Greg. They're tearing it up on the glass.
Bulls shooting their 7th and 8th attempts at the foul line tonight. He's off on the first. 2 shots. And he's good on the second. Here's Curry. Releases. Buries the jump shot. Curry's got 5 now.
He presents a defender with a serious challenge.
And before the game, Star Center Joakim Noah talked about the intensity of this Chicago.
I feel like we're the hungriest team in the NBA. That's a great feeling to be able to say that, like whether we shoot the ball.
You know, I think Joakim can certainly make a case, Clark, for Chicago being that famished 5, especially with Rose back on the court.
There's no doubting that, Kevin. I mean, even the addition of Gasol with his 2 rings, the way he left things in L.A., that left him with an appetite that has him still hustling.
All right, the second quarter beginning in just a moment. What do you guys think about the Warriors here so far?
Well, they've dictated tempo with their defense and been able to force some turnovers.
Yeah, and, you know, they've also done a good job, Greg, on their end of the floor by not throwing the ball away.
So for Chicago right now, all their teams have done Levy on the perimeter. The big men are Gibson and Noah. And it's Rose in at the point guard. Bogut kicks to Barnes. Thompson dishes to Curry. Lets it go from deep. Again, Curry missing.
And he made sure not to just draw the foul. That was good defense out on the perimeter.
Very good. He's a thinking man's defender. Knows how to bother even the best shooters without being overly aggressive.
And really just unselfish basketball on the interior. That's the kind of pass a coach loves to see.
And, you know, guys, Taj Gibson now is 6 full seasons in the NBA. Already 30 years old. Seems like just yesterday he was being drafted.
Getting back to Gibson, he was one of the oldest college freshmen in the country at age 20. 21, played 3 years at USC. Then he was one of the oldest players in the 2009 draft, even though he declared as a junior.
Yeah, I think the NBA is the only profession where it hurts you to have a lot of experience coming out, because that's one reason why he did drop. I mean, had he been a couple years younger, with his length and athleticism, he very well could have been a top 10 pick. But I tell you what, the Bulls are happy that he wasn't.
Warriors leading by 8. Curry with it. Butler covering. Top of the key. Again, Curry missing.
His shot's it's not there right now with his team leading. Perhaps, let's focus on some other areas of the game. Oh, my goodness. That's like temporary insanity right there.
Do you think he realizes we've actually got a serious game taking place here? I have my doubts, partner.
And the Warriors making a change here. Livingston's checked in, and the Bulls making a change here as well. Pau Gasol's checked in for Taj Gibson. It's stolen by Dunleavy. We're about a minute and a half into the second quarter now. Here's Butler inside. Noah, the pass to Gasol. Good, and a nice assist from Noah. Gasol's got his first points in this one.
He had his head on the swivel and was able to pick out the pass and get the assist.
Livingston kicks to Green. From deep three-point range, shot is off. Nice D from Rose. Bulls trail by 6. Quarter number 2, we're about 2 minutes in. Green against Noah. Clock at 6. Butler in the corner, and that's going to be a travel. Warriors leading by 6. Here is Livingston. Outside, Green. He kicks it to Livingston. Back to Green. 6 on the shot clock. Golden State needs to get off a shot. Nailed from three-point land. Green's got the lead up to 9 now for the Warriors. Last season, Draymond Green taking over the starting power forward role in Golden State. Last season, David Lee was injured, remember, in preseason. Green was inserted.
This team's rise to greatness.
And the first time out of the game called for Chicago.
And I really have always felt Draymond Green was one of those unique players. I mean, he kind of a tweener in terms of that small forward, power forward at only 6'7". But he's got toughness. The long arms enable him to defend bigger guys. And also the basketball IQ. You can never discount the importance of understanding what you're doing when you're on the floor.
Second quarter of play with almost 3 minutes gone. Bulls trail by 9.
And with Draymond Green, he can defend inside. He can cover on the perimeter. I mean, his versatility at both ends of the floor also a huge asset. And you can't have a higher basketball IQ than he does. It really helps him excel.
They can't guard us on the perimeter. Spread the floor and isolate up top. Spacing, fellas. Spacing.
Derrick Rose possesses a great skill set. Ball handling, passing, and understanding of how to score. First rookie to ever win the All-Star Weekend Skills Challenge.
And here's Barnes for 3. No good. So the Bulls will take it the other way.
They've been the better rebounding team by a healthy margin, but it hasn't been enough.
Yeah, you know, they're hustling and giving a good effort, that's for sure. But unfortunately, the execution has been lacking.
Here's Butler. And that's going to be too many steps. Gets the whistle on the travel. Warriors leading by 9. Livingston dishes to Green. Over to the left wing. And out of bounds as the Bulls gain possession. Spates checked in for the Warriors. Then for the Bulls, Mirotic comes in for Joakim Noah. And it's Brooks in for Derrick Rose. Bulls trail by 9. And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed in the second quarter of play. Here's Brooks. And that's going to be too many steps. Gets the whistle on the travel. And some changes here for the Warriors. Andre Iguodala is checked in for Harrison Barnes. And it's Barbosa in for Sean Livingston. And a change for the Bulls. Kirk Heinrich, he's checked in for Mike Dunleavy. So it's Chicago now. Gasol on the high post. Kicks it to Mirotic. Back to Gasol. Mirotic, the pass to Gasol. Brooks dishes to Heinrich. Good ball movement here by the Bulls. Out to the wing. Now the feed to Gasol. Just 5 to shoot. Heinrich kicks to Gasol. The Bulls need to get a shot off here. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over.
Well, the term dream season can be applied to Steve Kerr's first year. Comes in and sets a franchise record in wins and also wins a title for the Warriors in his first year. Still unreal.
Festus Ezeli, he's jacked in for Golden State. Bulls trail by 11, and that's going to be a turnover. They call him for 8 seconds.
And that's just a careless play, and part of the reason right now they're trailing.
It may not sound like a bunch, Greg, but those turnovers are cumulative. Already 5 points given up off turnovers this quarter.
And for Kerr, so much was made of how much pressure he had to face to get the Warriors to improve. Inheriting that team from Mark Jackson, Greg, that was a good point. See, he passed that test, though, Clark, I think, with flying colors.
Well, first time that a rookie head coach has won a title since the NBA's inception. I think that says it all right there.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
Everybody on the same page, completely in sync, tremendous communication and awareness. If they can't take care of the basketball, they're going to have a very hard time turning this game around.
True. Their turnovers are piling up in this quarter.
And the Warriors making a change here. Curry's checked in, and the Bulls making a change also. Gibson's checked in, and that's going to be a travel.
Not doing them any favors with those kinds of errors.
Especially now, Greg, with every possession being so crucial.
Curry with a wide open look. Hits the three-point bomb. Curry's got 5 points in the quarter.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Clearly just an example of a different mindset between these teams.
And he gets it to go.
You know, that's a case there, Kevin, of him making a pass to a spot, and then he let his teammate run right into it. Well executed.
Another three for Golden State.
All these open threes they're giving up have really been the driving force of this run.
And the points are starting to add up in a hurry, especially when you're giving up those looks from deep.
Whistle blows. If that's going to be a travel.
Guys, hard enough to win in this league, but when you continue to hurt yourself because of miscues, it makes it all the more difficult.
Well, you put yourself in a tough spot. I mean, 8 points yielded off turnovers this quarter already.
Spates the pass to Curry. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Curry's got 16.
He's finding all kinds of ways to get it done. What a quarter he's having.
About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. Puts it up from 15. The shot by Heinrich no good. Warriors leading by 18. And now running up the court, Barbosa pushing it up. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
That's his first personal foul.
"15 seconds left to play here in the half. Curry can't get it to go. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Butler.
Warriors ball.
Thanks for the key. Curry's got 18 points.
And just a little bit ragged defensively there, Clark.
Out of bounds, Golden State takes possession.
Now in the lineup for the Bulls. Joakim Noah.
A dominating first half of basketball.
Thank you, Kevin. Andre, what has been the underlying principle of how you and the team have taken the floor tonight?
Communication. Communication doesn't show up on the stat sheet, but in order for us to be a good team, everyone has to be on the same page, and we're doing it tonight.
Andre, thank you. Kevin, one of those intangibles you always look to.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
And what a show being put on here for the home fans tonight. So it's Golden State who's out on top at the half. They are in blowout territory, leading by 20. Kenny, what's your take?
Who would have ever predicted this score? Now, as an underdog, they came in.
And time now to send you back down to the floor with Kevin Harlan. We will see you after the game.
Welcome back, everybody. Third quarter just about to get going here in what has been so far a runaway game. Really an incredible game from Stephen Curry.
And he just went off in those first two quarters, guys. He's capable of doing that on a consistent basis as well. So we might see some changes from a defensive standpoint as they try to disrupt his rhythm in the second half.
You know, guys, I think you've got to make some sort of change. I mean, they can't let him continue to torch him up like he has been.
It's the Splash Brothers, Curry and Thompson at the guard spots. Green at the 4 with Bogut at the 5. And it's Barnes in at the 3 slot. So that's the group out there for Golden State. Warriors leading by 20. Watching Mike Dunleavy Jr., he's simply the mark of consistency. We know he's in his mid-30s, but you know exactly what you're going to get out of him every season. I think Tom Thibodeau, last year's Chicago coach, really admired that and loved it.
It's so funny watching Mike Dunleavy Jr. play. I remember when his dad coached me when I was with Portland. And he was a little kid running around, and all of a sudden he's become this great NBA player. But you're right, though. He's made himself into a valuable asset in terms of the role he's been given for the Bulls.
And the whistle blows, and it's going to be an over-the-back call here.
Yeah, not afraid of the physical play, but he still needs to stay under control.
Yeah, he obviously was not under control right there. Not much doubt he was going to get whistled for the over-the-back call.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, I mean, a cold stretch offensively. They desperately need a basket.
And Butler gets it to go.
And he'll take it right into the teeth of the D without thinking twice about it.
Curry is inside, working on Rose.
That's a big donut, folks, here to start the second half. 4 straight they've missed.
Double team on Rose. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there. That's on Andrew Bogut.
And there was a question of whether or not Derrick Rose would be able to get back to his former self. At times last season, you could see him back in that MVP form.
And with Rose again, he showed flashes last season of his level of play, Clark, before the injury.
Yeah, exactly. And you hate to see any player go down with injuries, especially a talent like Derrick Rose. He still needs to show that he can regain that high level of NBA play for an entire season. I think that's just a matter of time. Yeah.
Timeout called the Warriors. So many people overlook Pau Gasol prior to last season, seem to think that Clark, he was past his prime.
Well, he was a starter in the All-Star game and a huge reason the Bulls played as well as they did. It was a big season for him. A lot of GMs shaking their head for not going harder after him.
Checked in for Curry. So Chicago going with an almost entirely new group here. Mirotic is checked in for Noah. Gibson comes in for Pau Gasol. Each one more. He's checked in for Derrick Rose. And Brooks subbed in for Butler.
You know, and with Pau Gasol, it was weird to think that the Lakers were just so ready to let him go and move on. TO number 5 for him in the game, and that's way too high of a number for any one player. Ill-advised shot there, Clark.
Yeah, exactly. That was lower than low percentage.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Andre Iguodala. That'll be his second foul of the game.
And with the skill set that Pau has and the year he had, there's no telling how long he can play at a high level. Again, one of those guys that never been reliant on the athletic ability to have an impact.
Bulls trail by 18. Brooks, left side. Moore against Barnes. Here's Mirotic, and the officials call a traveling violation.
You can't afford to be playing that loose right now.
Definitely not. I mean, things have to be tight. You want to be playing smart, high-level basketball. You don't want to be brain fading right now.
And he gets the bucket. And that's now 7 points for Draymond Green.
Not surprised at all. He's shooting it well and scoring points in bunches.
And Brooks, here we go. And that's going to be too many steps. Gets the whistle on the travel.
That's an inexcusable mistake, guys. That's not the way to get back in the game.
And I don't know if anybody can tell you what he was thinking, because I certainly have no idea.
That's a 2 from Barnes. Mirotic grabs the miss. Mirotic has got his 5th rebound in this one. To the inside. Leans. And it's sent back by Bogut. Out of bounds. Bulls ball. Chicago keeps possession.
Chicago timeout call.
Chicago calls timeout.
And, you know, looking at Andrew Bogut, he's been one of the game's best centers. I mean, obviously injuries have saddled him a little bit over the years, but he's made it through 67 games each of the past 2 seasons.
Well, going back to Bogut, when he's healthy, he's a very difficult matchup for any opponent. Great, one of the great rebounders and defenders certainly in this game now. He also, though, gives you points from the blocks and with timely putbacks.
You know, he's become an unsung hero in a sense. Not the flashy guy who entered the league, but more of a very talented lunch pail kind of guy who simply wants to do his part.
Curry's checked in. Here's Snell, guarded by Curry. That's good.
Buckets, but he should have just gone straight up with it instead of trying to fade away.
Warriors leading by 18. Goes up at the stripe, and the shot is good. Curry's got 20 points.
Wow, got that one off right in the face of the big fella. Nice quick fire release.
Yeah, and the mid-range shot really the only option in that situation. Sometimes when you're facing a bigger guy, you can't get it all the way to the rim.
Some nice ball movement by the Bulls. Green with the block. And Thompson kicks to Barnes. And it's going to be a goaltending call here, so they'll count the bucket.
He almost got to that shot in time, but not quite. You can't touch the ball once it's on the way down.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here. A nice bounce back here for Harrison Barnes, Clark, in year 3. Moved into the starting lineup last year and really responded.
Yeah, he did. I think he benefited from the new system. He was miscast as an isolation scorer, but when he can spot up for threes and catch the ball on the move, that's his game.
Oh, that's blocked.
And I wouldn't put it past him, guys, to eventually